Our question today is brought to you by Bull Realty, Asset and Occupancy Solutions. Our question is, how important is a tenant's option to renew their lease to an investor buying the property? Well, in my opinion, a tenant's unilateral right to exercise an option to renew their lease, especially if it's at a set rate, has no value to an investor buying the property. And it's interesting because, especially on single tenant net lease properties, I see sellers marketing the property and saying, oh, it's great, it's got 10 years and five-year options to renew. If those are unilateral tenant rights, there's really no benefit to the seller, the owner, when they're selling the property. The challenge becomes when you get close to the end of the initial term and the tenant has not exercised that lease. You can be in a no man's land where you don't know if you can sell the property or lease it to a user, and you can't sell the property to an investor for a suitable number as a seller because the buyer doesn't know if the tenant's going to leave or not. So I think an option to renew at a set price for sure has no value to the buyer of a property, especially if it's a short notice. Think about some of these leases say the tenant doesn't have to let you know until 6 months before the initial term expires, so no value. I might get some arguments on that. Comment below if you don't agree with me. If we might be of service, you're invited to reach out to us. Ask Michael Bull is brought to you by these great companies. To discover more about their benefits and services, visit creshow.com.